So typically in side control, the arm that our opponent's mind is on is this arm. This is the arm that's actually the most exposed. The other reason that I really like to have this grip, I like this grip because I don't have to move my arms. My arms are kind of already where they're going to be, even if I transition from one side to the other. I don't have to move my arms like if I had this head and arm lockdown. The head and arm lockdown is a dominant way of controlling, but it's an over control. I can't move. I would have to move my arms, which is a big tell that I want to do something in order to move to the other side. Sometimes though, I'm in side control and my opponent is very hyper aware of this arm. So I'm going to take my arm that's closest to the head, in this case it's my right, and I'm going to reach all the way through and under the arm to grab the tricep that's underneath me. If it's tucked in there tight and I can't pull it out, then I just slide in the scarf, grab the tricep, slide underneath and pull it out, and then go right back to the mount or the pen position, keeping this arm. Now I'm going to go into armbar. There's two. We have Chinese armbar and we have our conventional armbar. I remove my underhook hand. I place it on the hip, step up, grabbing his arm and picking it up. I put my knee on his ribs. I'm now going to step over his head, sit down. I pinch my arms in tight and I can run this Chinese armbar, or I slide right back into the armbar we've been doing. Once we're in this armbar, I lean, free my leg. He locks his hands gable. I'm running into that same defense that I was struggling with. So I'm going to take my hand and move it to the outside of the knee. I give him that little pull just so I can get him to resist and give me some space. I'm now going to transition out of here. I'm going to take my leg that's closest to him. It's going to be my right this time, and I'm going to slide it right into that hip groove, taking my foot and placing it there like a hook. So I gave him the pull, release, slide my leg down, step over, slide in, and I'm in knee bar. I prefer the leg on the top side of my head. I'm also going to take my knees and squeeze. So if I apply pressure, I'm not going to be able to knee bar without applying a lot of pressure. I want to minimize that pressure. So I take my knees and I pinch. Now when I squeeze, I'm going to get a faster knee bar. In the event he starts curling early, trying to pull his leg back, I'm going to slide my top arm so that I grab his leg at the Achilles or heel. I'm going to take my bottom arm and I'm going to put it on the floor so that I can drag my foot through and sit up into honey hole. Now that I'm in honey hole, I'm going to trap the primary leg, curl my toes, reach over for my toes so that I grab the secondary leg. I'm going to pull that leg up. There are a number of different things we can do, but something very decisive and easy to get into is the clover leaf. So I'm going to pass this over, take the secondary leg and pass it into my armpit as I split between the legs, and then hook, grabbing the bottom leg. Even if I lock here, because I haven't laid down, Donald has the freedom to start to pull his foot out. So when I lock here, I'm going to lay down toward him, away from the foot. I can lock my legs here. Again, I prefer to protect my leg. I'm now going to squeeze and hit my clover leaf.